So the first thing you want to do is you want to drain it. And there, right there is a drain plug. And this is where you fill it at. There's a 30 millimeter. And then we're going to take the U-joint, front U-joint. We're going to take the front drive line out. Those there are an 8 millimeter, which you can get to pretty easy with an impact, socket, whatever. The ones that are kind of hard are these ones up here. I don't know if you can see those. They're Allen heads. I'm not sure exactly what size they are. I've had to replace them because my old ones got lost. Now, the reason why I think that this transfer case went out is because my CV joint in this front drive line went out, and I think it took out the front bearing in the transfer case. So we'll see. But we also got to pull the rear drive line out, which ain't too bad. And then we'll have to start taking it apart. We got 2 plugs there we got to take off, and then up front in here, we got some Nord bolts we're going to have to pull out to separate from the transmission. So we're going to go ahead and get started on that. Okay, well, the easiest ways to get these loose is just Allen wrench in there, give her a whack with a hammer, and come right loose. And when you tighten them up, it's best to kind of hit them with a hammer once or twice to kind of set them in there so they don't back out. Like I said, I had to replace these bolts. I'm not sure if they're the same size as stock, but it takes a 1/4 inch Allen wrench to get these ones out. Pretty sure they'd be the same as the stock ones. check into that. Ooh, that don't look good. I might have more problems than just the transfer case, but fix one thing at a time, I guess. Okay, the next thing we need to do is we need to take off the shift linkage, which is right there. And get that off there, you just pry it off. It's held in with a plastic clip. So, I take this little pry bar here so I can pry it off without breaking it. I might need 2 hands for this one, so. Yeah, we got the rod off both ends. Came off of here and went to the transfer case. Popped off both sides. No problem once I was able to get some leverage on it. Now, we got to take this plate off. Let's see, this one here, so that we can get to the bolts to the transfer case. There's one right here. I barely see it because it's covered in mud. We gotta get this out of the way. We gotta take that breather tube off, and we should be able to get to all the bolts around the transfer case and pull the transfer case loose from the transmission. So we're gonna work on doing that right now. Well, I got all the bolts out except for one on the very bottom. It looks like the only way I'm going to be able to get to that is by pulling the cross member off, which shouldn't be too bad because it's got, let's see, got 2 bolts on this side. You got the 2 bolts on this side, and then there's 2 bolts in these holes right here that hold the mount. So I'm going to take those 6 bolts out, and this should just come right off. We'll see. That's 4. Now, all right, jack that jack up just once. Yeah, try it again. Keep going. A little more. Okay, hold it. Alright, so that takes care of that. Now, should be able to take these bolts out, and this cross member will fall on my daughter's head.
Hopefully not.
There's that. Now I need to get this off. Gotta pull the motor mount or tranny mount off of there so I can get to one freaking bolt up in there. And those are big bolts. What size those are? They're 3/4. Alright, so we got 18 millimeter. Take them off of there. Hopefully, be able to get to that last nut. I was afraid of that. So let's what I need is more boost. All right. Get a bigger one.
Well, that works.
Okay.
Oh,
here, that'll work. Maybe. Okay. Once I pull this bolt out, my daughter will catch it.
this?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Hold on to it. Make sure it doesn't fall on the ground.
It's probably not gonna fall.
Okay. Got it? Alrighty. So, there's a couple ways to get one of these out of here. One is you can use a transmission jack, but as you can tell, mine's kind of busy right now. So one other way you can do this, which is okay. So now, one of the easiest ways to get the transfer case out of here, even with the jack, they're awkward, is just to pick it up. But you want to make sure all your electrical connectors, your vent tube, anything else that's attached to the transfer case is not attached. Or you could have some serious issues, like it hanging up on something and falling on you. It might hurt.
I 100%.
Okay. This is where going to the gym helps. If you go to the gym. I don't. So. Yep. And that's what there is to it. Don't. That thing's heavy. I got that out. Take it into the shop. Cleaning it up before we take it apart. Alright, well, we got it on the bench. And as you can tell, it's got years and years of mud and gunk and crap all over it. So now we're going to scrape it all off and kind of clean it up a little bit before we start breaking it apart. Try to keep as much stuff out of the inside as possible. Okay, so now we need scrapers.